Yo, what's the deal, fellas? We live. We back in the building again, man.
Got my man right there. What up?
Oh my goodness, this is
Got my
Yo,
man.
T0 on the back. But this, yo, I can't even blame this guy. He used to ride Carmelo. Is he even on Carmelo's Anthony's level?
No.
No chance. No
But
chance.
let's slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Just overall, the level of play in the league, level of talented players has decreased since Carmelo was in the league.
You talking about? Well, no, I don't think so. I don't think the talented player. We're looking down on a couple players right now because they disappointed us for sure. I mean, that's for sure. But I don't think the talent has decreased. I don't think the talent has decreased.
Astonishing.
But let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. You know why?
What's up?
I'm not even going to talk about the hot button topics. I'm going to talk about a little bit the off-center topics right now that's going to get us going. And I know y'all going to be mad at some of these. All right? Let's get it going. So we just saw the Lakers. They pulled out another game. So now they're one game away, right? So we could talk about LeBron. We can talk about the 4 rings and all that. But you know where I want to start?
What up?
Very controversial. AD gets his first championship. Let's just say he gets it. Maybe he gets Finals MVP. Who knows? Where do we rank him now? Is he going to be better than KG? What about Dirk? They both all have won championships. And if, KG never got the Finals MVP, is he better skill level wise than KG? I don't know. I'll let you. I see D thinking about that. I'm gonna let Dog answer this off. Let us kick it off with you, Dog.
I'm gonna say this.
What does this do for his legacy? Let's just because right now the narrative is LeBron's gonna get the Finals MVP. It's gonna be kind of hard for AD to get it. Let's just say he just gets a championship. What does this do?
I definitely don't think this makes him better than Dirk. And I don't think it makes him better than KG. It's close, but I don't think it makes him better than KG.
You don't think he's okay? Just think about their skill level.
No, I think AD is more skilled.
Okay,
I think he is more skilled
than both of them.
It doesn't make I don't think it makes him a better player. I don't think that if they would go head to head on opposite teams, everybody else is the same and both of them are the only interchangeable parts. I think that Dirk plays more into the team concept and as a go-to man than AD.
I'm gonna give my opinion last. D, what do you think? But wait. Let me hold on, D. Let me just go back real quick. So I just want to name another couple of players just to get that rub in. So bring in DC. Now DC didn't win any championship, but he was a phenomenal power forward.
Derek Coleman.
Who else? Cliff Robinson, Lamar Odom. These kind of guys. Is AD better than all those guys?
AD's better than all them guys. Yeah.
Okay.
He's better than all them guys.
D, what do you think?
I think skill level, he's better than all those guys. I won't put him over guys like Kevin McHale. I won't put him over guys like Kevin Garnett. I won't put him over guys like Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki was a number 1 option for the Dallas Mavericks for a while, and he was putting in work. I could argue that AD isn't the number 1 option, and I can argue also that AD, when he was by himself, couldn't make it up couldn't even go to the Western Conference Finals. Well, so he's only gone this far with LeBron, and we're talking about one of the top 3 players of all time in the NBA. So that has to come into account. He's got skill. It just there's something like I'll text you guys. I'll tell you why is he out on the perimeter? He's just standing there on the perimeter. There's something about his game that it's there, and it's flashes of magnificence, and then it's just like he's non-existent. You know what I'm saying? And for 4 possessions, where are you? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that staying presence like a KG. Like a Carmelo, that he's on the court. He's there. He's there. He's going to make a difference. He doesn't. So there's something about it. I can't put my finger on it, but skill wise, when he's at it, it's beautiful to watch.
And to me, I'm really big on the level of competition. You know, for me, it's disappointing because I believe AD is magnificent. I believe he's a great player, but because of his level of competition, it makes him not look as good to me. You know, like give you a prime example. The smartest kid at um, um, community college might not be the best looking kid when he goes to an Ivy League school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he just doesn't have that level of competition and pressure
Right.
that those kids
The
have
challenge.
every single day.
Yeah, to challenge him on a daily basis. I agree.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to say about this. So it's very interesting that you guys came at it. So obviously AD is probably more skilled than DC. I don't think he's more skilled than KG for sure. He might be more skilled than Dirk though. I think he got Dirk. Because there are episodes. There's probably like 6 or 7 years where Dirk was just looked at as soft. He toughened up, but he was just looked at as soft. So I think he got Dirk. But here's my thing, and I think it's the same concept with LeBron when he left Cleveland, right? I thought it was just a matter of time that AD would break out. For instance, when LeBron, most people don't remember this, but when LeBron left Miami, the year before he left Miami, he actually won 66 games. So they have like the best record in the NBA. So to say that he gave up on that team, like, yo, I can't win here, is ridiculous. The only narrative that I went with that was he just wanted to play with his friends, and that was it. But he would have won a championship in Cleveland.
You forget he got smoked in the playoffs? You forget about that?
He gets smoked. He never got
4-1. 4-1.
4-1 win. What series was that?
Orlando.
That wasn't the last one.
Yes, it was.
Oh, that was the last
Or
one.
no, it was Boston, right?
Boston was the last one.
The next year?
4-2. Yeah.
He got beat the previous year by Orlando.
Correct. That was the year that he was supposed to, the whole Kobe and LeBron thing, the puppets, but that never happened. But here's the thing. So if AD would have stayed in New Orleans, you don't think he would have done anything?
No.
Wow.
No.
That's really putting.
Dude, they had a squad. At one point, they had Chris Paul, they had AD, they had David West. They couldn't even pass the first round. I mean, you got to be barked. Like, for me to look at a team, it's almost like, do you remember when Dwayne Wade, when nobody really knew who Dwayne Wade was? And then there was like, you're watching basketball, you were like, who's this kid from Miami? And he's taking this squad, and they're beating a couple teams. Now they weren't going to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they were getting to the second level with some marginal players. And you just saw he was jumping out the screen like, who is this kid, right? From Marquette?
Right.
That's what I think that AD's playing with some good players, and he's getting beat first round, second round. Sorry, bro. Nah. And then look at it now. Playing with LeBron James, he's in the finals. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say he doesn't have game. I'm saying there's something that he doesn't, there's a consistency that he doesn't have.
Are you saying that he's a perpetual Robin? He needs a Batman.
I think it's showing that exactly right now.
Yeah.
You know, because right now he should be MVP.
Yes.
But
agreed.
It seems like he's just shrinking. He's not dominating.
I wouldn't say significant, but there's a there's an age gap there, and I think he's just paying reference to LeBron way too much. I think there's like a 7 to 8 year gap.
What do you mean?
Between AD and LeBron, and I think.
So what?
But I'm saying because of that, he's just playing too much reference to LeBron, and just
but your skill should overlook everything. In the loss, when Tyler Hero and them was going off, in that loss, AD scored like maybe 16 points or something like that, and he was standing around the whole time. The offense is going on, he's just standing there. It's like, bro, like,
but who's okay? So whose fault is that? Because it has to be two people. It's either the coach or LeBron, right? Because both LeBron is the coach.
You can't.
Same person, right?
Exactly.
Same guy.
So you just gotta blame LeBron every time.
Why?
If your star player isn't playing well and you're not feeding them, I mean, what do you want him to do?
Your star player should put put himself in a position to score where he's the biggest threat.
Yo, LeBron's at the top of the key saying clear out. So what do you want him to do?
LeBron went down
Get
every
down
time
low.
and said clear. Exactly.
Right, but I'm saying, but LeBron just like, yo, get out the way. Let me kick
No, give it down low.
Nah, dude. If he goes down and post up, no one in there can guard him because that was without Bam. That's hands down. You think that LeBron, a man who loves his assists, is not gonna give him the rock down there? You crazy? He'll give Dwight Howard the rock down there, so he's gonna give AD the rock down there. But if you stand on the perimeter, you just stand there. Well, why are you doing the same thing I'm doing right now? So what are you doing right now?
Right.
You're 6'11".
I mean, I get it, but I do think, you just can't blame him wholly on it. LeBron is doing some shit out there that not getting him involved. You know what I mean? Because LeBron doesn't want to look bad.
Stop with that.
I'm just giving you that narrative.
LeBron doesn't play the whole game. There's a lot of times when Rondo was on the floor. There's a second squad when LeBron goes out. Yeah. Rondo's on the floor. So now you're gonna blame LeBron.
Right.
But when he wasn't scoring, that's the time where he's like, okay, I'll take over. Right? He wasn't doing it.
Right.
So
okay. So that's AD. So AD, so what are we saying? Is he going to benefit from this championship or no?
He can't possibly benefit from this because this is not making him look good. If he was to get, playing well enough to be considered for Finals MVP, then I'll be like,
I think what people are saying right now is if he shows up and balls out in Game 5, I think he'll get. That's what people are saying.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Ain't no way in hell LeBron's gonna let this man outdo him in Game 5. Ain't no way in hell.
I do think LeBron knows that too.
This is a game.
Yeah.
This next game is gonna be a game within a game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be LeBron James trying to be MVP.
But hopefully, but based on LeBron's personality, I think he will concede if AD has it going. I think he'll just like, yo, just go ahead, bro.
Sheldon, if that happens.
Hey,
if that happens, let me tell you something.
I know he's out, right, for that GOAT conversation.
I don't see him doing it. Period.
But I'm just telling you,
I don't see him doing it. Period.
That's part of his personality. I wouldn't put it past him. All right.
Whatever ass whooping little Bronny is about to get when LeBron get out this bubble, I'll take that ass whooping for him.
Okay.
I'll take the ass whooping for him.
Listen,
so, let's move on to that next player, right? Because the next player, this is almost like it's kind of confusing on how to address this as well, because he was the man at some point, and now he's like a role player. What does this do for Dwight Howard? So, hold on, let me put in context. So this is obviously the second stint in LA. It didn't work with Kobe for whatever reason, right? Now Kobe has passed. They have a chance to redeem. He has a chance to redeem himself to the LA populace, and he could be the main center, on an LA team. So does this do anything for his legacy? And again, at one point he was a leader on a dominant team that beat LeBron. So does this championship do anything for Dwight Howard?
Nothing for his legacy, in my opinion. I think that he's
nothing for his legacy.
Nothing for his legacy. I mean, he's just a piece on a championship team. He didn't lead this team. He's just a piece.
So
don't get me wrong. He's an important piece.
Let me just get this straight. The only way you get credit is when you lead a team. That's it. There's no other way.
Does Robert Horry get credit for his 7 championships?
I mean, they count it. He does say he has 7. Which is
anybody looking for Robert Horry, like yo, Robert Horry, man, yo, your 7th rings really mean you're a great player. Nobody's saying that.
D-ball, tell me, does this do anything for Dwight Howard?
You know what? The only thing that I think it'll do for him is help him get a couple contracts, elongate his career, because he was about to get washed out of the league. This was one of those contracts that I believe they didn't guarantee it. This was a non-guaranteed contract. This is one of those things like you mess up, you're out.
You're out.
Yeah. Contract.
They're dangling it over him. And so if he actually put in good minutes with them with Denver, good minutes with them in Miami. So he's put in some solid minutes to get a guaranteed contract because, in my opinion, Dwight Howard's own worst enemy is Dwight Howard. He's a head case. He's just a head case. So that's why they have to dangle it over him. And they went to the team before they signed him and said, you guys want him.
Let's give him credit, though. He came back in phenomenal shape. And
That's
he
great.
has been a defensive demon.
Yeah, but you missed what we're talking about here. We never said Dwight Howard's out of shape. He can't jump. We've never said that. Dwight Howard has a head problem. That's what I'm saying. That's his biggest enemy. He's never been out of shape. He's never been like somebody who put the work in.
Championship, you don't think he's going to be a bigger head problem?
No, but that's what I just said. It's just going to elongate his career. He'll get another contract now because they show that he can shut his mouth for a little bit and he can play. And he put in some solid minutes against Joker. Somebody's going to need to go match up against Joker during the season. So if they don't re-sign him, they're going to pick him up. See what I'm saying? He showed that.
LA Clippers.
So let me give you a contrast. Let me give you a contrast, right? Like Tyson Chandler has a championship, right? And he was an okay player, right? But he has a championship, and he has that. And a lot of teams have picked him up. So it did something for his career. Dwight Howard was a leader of a organization for many years that actually went to the championship. And now that he has a championship, he'll never be. He'll probably be right under Charles Barkley, something like that.
Yeah, well, that's where he was already. Even if his
because he didn't win a championship. He was just a good guy. He's pretty good, you know.
Now I'm just saying, like, even when his career, let's say before this season, I don't think his anything about his career boosted, you know, because that's not, you didn't see it like, oh, he finally was able to show his skills. Nobody's saying that.
Right.
Just because you won a championship doesn't mean that your career is salvaged because you didn't win that championship by yourself.
Right.
Not even close.
Okay. All right.
And guess what? The Lakers was probably his last stop. If the Lakers didn't pick him up on a non-guaranteed contract, nobody would have picked him up.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the last thing. LBJ. What does this do? GOAT talk. Is he the GOAT man? Should I go? Let me see. Is there a GOAT mask around here? Is he the GOAT now? He said he was already the GOAT after the 2016 comeback. What is this?
Come on, man. I mean, he's just saying that in the heat of the moment.
I'll put it like this. LeBron James is the GOAT. He's the GOAT of longevity. I give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. GOAT of longevity.
What does this do for number 4? What does this do for him, though? What does this do for him?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing? Remember. So let me give you the narrative of what I've heard. So obviously, the only person who had right now LeBron is tied with all those greats that have 3 championships and 3 MVPs. He'll surpass everybody who has 4 champions. No one has 4 championships and 4 Finals MVP. He will have that. He will be second to Jordan. So now it's like a solid second to Jordan. I know that you guys have Kareem number 2. I think Charles had him like number 7 and number 8, some ridiculous number. But he's definitely with number 4. Gotta be number 2, bro. Gotta be.
Number 2.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I'm gonna let you go first.
Hold on. Before you keep going, I went back to look at Kareem's numbers. He was actually pretty good. He does have 6 championships, but guess what? He only has 2 Finals MVP. 2. What are you gonna do with that? 2 Finals MVP. Let me know. What do you think?
I'm just gonna say that wherever LeBron was in the hierarchy, it's not changing. This championship will not change that whatsoever for me. And I doubt that it will for anyone else. So wherever he is, wherever he's landing, wherever anyone puts him on their poll, he's still.
Where did you have him on the poll?
I had him like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3. But I told you earlier, if he wins this championship, finds a way to win 2 more, whatever status he's on, he can move up. I need 2 more. I need 2 more.
If he wins 1 more.
Dude, no. 1 more, they'll be like he better than Jordan.
This one, and 2 more will
Wow.
move him from whatever
That's a
status he's
high-ass
at.
bar to
That's what I'm saying. He's only for me. He's pretty much capped out at where he's at. Wherever he's at, he's capped out.
So hold on.
You know, I said that before
hold
too.
on,
I
go,
said,
go. But one sec. I want to stay with D-ball real quick. So you had him number 2 or 3. He wins number 4, and you still have him. He doesn't
Wherever
even
he's
go
at.
up to number 2.
Nope.
Who's your number 2 again?
I think it's Kareem. I think Kareem. I have Kareem.
Kareem only has 2 Finals MVP.
Okay, again, maybe I'm just a sucker. Any player, okay, listen, any player that they have to change the rules for is the greatest of all time, in my opinion. When they say that dude's playing, let's change the rules because it's not fair that he's playing. No dunking, no this, no that, because why? Him. He's a winner in high school, he's a winner in college, he's a winner in the NBA. And he just happens.
But
To be the all-time scorer, all-time scorer in the NBA. Wait, and this is before they went soft. We need to score more. This is when people could body you. Okay, yeah. He put buckets on goal.
And all of that is very relevant, but we only concerned about bus drivers, and bus drivers always get the Finals MVP. Dog, cap us off.
This does nothing for LeBron James.
First of all, but let the record state, where do you have him right now? Again, without the 4th championship, where do you have him right now?
I have him around 3.
You have him 3 before you said 7.
I said he can be argued between 3 and 8. 3 and 8.
Okay.
Because someone could always argue, Shaq was a better player than LeBron James.
I don't think so.
Shaq did X, Y, and Z. Shaq did X, Y, and Z.
He passed Shaq, bro. He passed Shaq.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah, he did, bro.
He passed Shaq.
I just got one question for you. You put Shaq on any playoff team, will they beat this Lakers team?
What do you mean, Shaq on
any playoff team right now? If you put Shaq on this team,
on that playoff team,
yes.
Different era.
It depends. Remember the way how the game is played, guys. We only got
come on now.
Left. We're down to about 3 minutes left, guys.
Yeah.
The only thing that I will say difference right now, they would run Shaq.
Right.
Shaq would literally have to be in shape.
And he'd have to hit free throws.
I'm not going to say he'd be obsolete, but he'd definitely be having.
You're saying he's not going to get 28 and 14 is what you're saying.
He probably will get that, but he will be tired as hell.
All right, let me just finish answering. LeBron James, all this is solidify his foundation. Mm-hmm. He didn't lose it. This was his championship to win. Why wouldn't he win this championship? He is himself a top, 3 player in the NBA.
Okay.
AD.
Top 3 in the NBA or NBA history? I just want to make sure I'm
clear. In the NBA this year. He's a top 3 player.
Dude, he's the best player in the NBA, isn't he?
People argue whatever they want to
What
argue.
do you mean people argue?
Okay.
Stop it, bro.
If you want to say that, I'm just saying no one could argue he's a top 3 player, right? No one could argue that, right?
Okay.
You want to say he's 1? He's fine. He's 1. Okay. He's number 1. Where's AD? He's also top 5 player in the NBA. Why wouldn't they win a championship?
There is something to be said because remember, he didn't even make the playoffs last year without AD. So there's something to be said, but again, they're going to blame the history. I mean, the injury last year, it gets real foggy. Yeah. But he did win, and he is going to win. And I think you both have him number 3 right now. I think he's going to get to number 2 with this championship. And it's going to be all kind of garbage being flown around about how.
I'm just saying. Can I see a little bit more? I want to. It's to me. It's always going to go down to your level of competition in this playoffs. Who did he beat? Who are you going to remember this year and be like, yo, man, that was a good series?
Well, this is why I think, real quick, is that the Clippers hurt his legacy. If he would have played the Clippers and shredded the Clippers, I'd have been like, wow, I got to look at this guy. But because he didn't.
There it is.
But even if he would have shredded them, right, wouldn't you still have been like, damn, there's no competition for these guys? When he,
But I would have still looked at him like, damn, man. I mean, at 36 or 35 years old, he shredded these guys. Like I got to give him a little bit more props. But
all right, guys, that's what it is, man. LeBron moves up. He doesn't move up for either one of you guys. He moved up to me. He's number.
he got a
2.
three-peat.
He got not many people three-peated.
back to back.
But we'll be back again after this championship on Game 5.
Get him, hero.
What happened, and we'll break it down.
Stop.
Like,
Get him, hero.
subscribe, and
Go get him.
And
Get him, boy.
like swimwear.
You
Get rid of that
drinking some-
Tyler Hero. Get rid of that Tyler Hero backdrop.
Get him,
man.
Hero.
I'm not playing no more. I'm
You
out.
might as well get a Trevor Ariza jersey back there, man. Come on, Wes. Stop it.
Stop
Get him,
it.